The James Harden, Russell Westbrook combo will not work ever again. In 2K, this probably would work, but in the NBA, when you make adjustments to smart NBA coaches, this will not work. James Harden, MVP level player. Russell Westbrook, also MVP level player. Great in the backcourt versus the Lakers. Who's in the backcourt of the Lakers? Yes, I'm not counting LeBron. So we have Danny Green, KCP. Then you have Rondo and Caruso. They're not touching Russell Westbrook and James Harden. But this is not a math game. This is a game of who wanted more. And the Lakers guards wanted it more. The thing about James Harden is he's a very perimeter player, on-ball player. And what I mean by that is he is not going to move off ball. He's not coming off a down screen. He's not cutting to the rim.
Here, the fucker's got to go. Go. The fucker's got to go.
He's not playmaking off the ball. He's not scoring, creating nothing off the ball. And that's a problem. Russ, on the other hand, does, but he is not an on-ball scorer. He is not going to take them three. The way they score is so opposite from each other that if you take one out the game and make the other one do the other, it's a recipe for disaster. So what the Lakers did was trap James Harden to death. They trapped him to death. When he crossed half court, they trapped him. Yes, James Harden is a great passer. It's not his first time being trapped. But when you trap and you pass to Russell Westbrook, who's missing a three, who's a wide open three, the defense is not honest. Recipe for disaster. When Russell Westbrook has the ball and they deny James Harden, you have Russell Westbrook going one-on-one, going into the paint with Anthony Davis, with LeBron James, bad things happen. So that was the Lakers game plan, and it worked to fruition. Fruit-ish, that's a word, motherfucker. And I'm seeing Rocket fans on Twitter talking about,
don't trap him, bro. That's not basketball. Let him get a chance.
Y'all said James Harden was better than Kobe. Y'all say James Harden was a better scorer than MJ. Y'all say he was the best offensive player ever. I don't want to hear that.
Speak your speech, nigga. Speak your speech, nigga. Speak your speech.
And the fact that he can't off-ball scoring just voided him from that conversation because the players I just named can. James Harden, you have to cut, bro. You just sitting around. You just running laps around there, bro. You're not doing nothing on offensive end if you're not scoring off of ISO. You've been playing in that system so long, you haven't been taught to score in the ISO. Because if I recall correctly, you was doing that in OKC. But you have been so comfortable in that role where when people put pressure on you to do other things besides score with 20 dribbles, you're voided. Yes, people want to blame Russ that, he can't shoot. Yeah, at least Russ plays with intensity. Rocket fans love blaming the second start. They blame Dwight Howard. They blame CP3, who almost beat them niggas and the Warriors. They almost beat a KD Warriors. Y'all traded him. Traded Dwight. Now y'all want to get mad at Russ. James Harden shot 2 for 11 in this game. 11 shots for the best scorer, best offensive player of all time. 2 made for the best offensive player of all time. Y'all said this, not me. That's what happens when you run an NBA team like a math problem. Y'all got these geeky ass nerd motherfuckers in the GM president office making these decisions.
A math problem. 3 is more than 2. Pick and roll. Layups and threes, no mid-range.
That's what happens when our perimeter guards are locking you up on the outside and you have AD, LeBron James, locking you up on the inside. So you have no in-between game. This experiment is over. This Rocket experiment should just stop it. Mike D'Antoni, this is probably his last year. Switch it up. When you try to bait refs into fouls in a playoff game, this is what happens. Even though the Rockets have shot more free throws than the Lakers, that doesn't matter. Russell Westbrook shot 50% and shot 3 for 8 from three-point land. But them points didn't feel monumental. For example, if that was James Harden's stat line, it would be more monumental because, you know what I'm saying, James Harden would be a threat. Bro, Russ score, I don't give a damn. James Harden score, it's a different story. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. This has worked so well that the Rockets have not been shooting a lot of threes. They have shot the lowest amount of threes last game ever in a while. They shot 33 three-pointers this game. The Rockets shoot 50 at least three-pointers a game. When you can't just shoot and make layups the whole game, it's hard. Yes, that strategy can work. Playing the Knicks in October, playing the Charlotte Hornets in a January game. But when it comes to one of the best defenses in the league, in a playoff game where you play the same guys every game, it's not going to work. It's not. Yes, they shot 39 free throws, but if you try to win the game off free throws, you get guaranteed points, but you don't get no momentum when you shoot a lot of free throws. It's just stagnation the whole game. And then you're going to get used to the free throw calls. When you're going to get that one call, you panic. Yes, when the math geeks and the nerds tell you PJ Tucker can run center, yes, that can work on a team like the Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? That can work on a team like the Pistons, but that's not gonna work when you have 6'10", 6'11", top 5 player in the league in Anthony Davis. It's not gonna work. So stop running your team like a math problem. James Harden and Russ would be a good duo if they play basketball the right way, instead of letting white men who never played the game of basketball in their life to dictate how NBA professionals who studied their whole life, their craft for this moment. And the thing about James Harden is you can't really get mad. James Harden dug his grave. He signed those extensions. Mike D'Antoni made James Harden from a 27, 28, 29 points per game scorer to a 35, 36. Why would I leave? I'm getting records. I'm getting paid. People love me in my city. Why would I leave? But the thing is, you run everybody around you out that city because they never played that game of basketball and doesn't benefit. Or CP3 benefited Harden. That system didn't benefit CP3. As you see what Chris Paul did this year. Dwight Howard doesn't benefit anybody but James Harden, Eric Gordon, Robert Covington, PJ Tucker, role players. So the common denominator is who? Daryl Morey, Mike D'Antoni, and that motherfucker with that beard. So don't get mad at me. It's facts. It's not a narrative. This has been proven over and over again. But if they won that ring, everything's forgiven. But nothing means shit without a ring, bro. That's why I'm really mad. They still talk about the Phoenix Suns, how they changed the game 7 seconds or less. They didn't win shit. Stop. It makes logical sense to run the basketball faster. It doesn't make logical sense to have no center or shoot a lot of threes. In the math problem, it does, but they didn't go to school for math, bro. That'd be all for this video, bro. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you want to see. I'm out. Peace.